you spoke in one second.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, something came up on the screen. Sorry. You said that if the right nostril is more active when you're breathing, uh, you are physically more active, right? You are in the masculine state of the
Yeah.
body.
The breathing, I think every 40-45 minutes, it changes. You breathe more through one nostril.
Yes.
So,
So my question is, I find myself like breathing more through the right nostril
okay.
quite often whenever I'm aware, but I don't really feel very active. I don't feel like doing anything. I'm very calm and very relaxed, or I just want to lie down or sit relaxed. I
Okay. So
don't feel like doing anything.
tell you, be more aware. I think you are not constantly aware. Sometimes you are getting aware. So be more aware and see what's observing. I think little bit more observation is required, Padmaji.
Okay, but when the right nostril is active, aren't you supposed to be feeling more active?
No, it's not nothing like that. I don't think I have shared that right nostril is active, then you can more. No, I didn't share that. I just said that alternate breathing happens and the masculine, feminine energies also shift, right? So it has nothing
Yeah.
to do with more activity and, like being more relaxed. It's not like that, Padmaji. Hmm?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for the question. So today I have one presentation to share. Okay, I need to share the screen, Deeptiji. You have to give me the rights. Yeah, yeah. So earlier, I did share how our awareness can move. This was the scale that I was. I don't think did I share this scale earlier?
So I think in the second session,
I did.
you had shared the other thing where it was about inner child, Buddha, female and feminine and masculine.
Yes, yes. So today, let us spend one moment here and find where in the scale is our gender. Like, you see, the Barbie is very feminine, right? So we have chosen the pink color for Barbie, and we see brown, which we have put the GI Joe. He's like the army man, extreme masculine. So where on this spectrum do you think your gender might be? So just put like some like half a minute. We'll put our attention and we just get our numbers. And if you get your number, you can type your number on the chat box. So you can type the number that you feel your gender is and put it on the box. So the reason we want to understand this is uh, we all have, yeah, so we are getting different numbers, right? 8, 6, some can say 5, 2, 3, we get different numbers for different people. Why this exercise is important? To know that people resonate, their masculine, feminine energy is in a combination. What they need for their life, what stage they are in. So it's very different for different people. As what I understand is in our early incarnations, we might start from the polarity of extreme feminine, extreme masculine, and eventually we start getting, moving towards the center, right? So the balance, the six. So I think Buddha has attained this state where the masculine and the feminine has merged. So I will be sharing something very important today. I would like everybody to focus on the screen because this can be very helpful to understand how this dynamics works for us. So here I have put two like circles. One I have termed as feminine, one is masculine. So the feminine, the essence of the feminine is always love. The feminine is looking for love. her whatever she's looking for, she's in her family or she's with her friends, always she's looking where is the love. And the masculine is always looking for freedom. He wants to be free. So here we'll see the relationship dynamics, what happens when we go through certain blocks. So let us go first focus on the feminine circle. You see, the first thing at the left hand I have written wounded feminine essence. So here there is a little girl who has not been getting a lot of father support in her childhood. So she had to do everything for herself, right? She was not feeling enough protected for her feminine energy to blossom. So this girl become had a wounded feminine essence. For whatever reason, her feminine essence is wounded. So what happens is when she will grow up, she'll start becoming more competitive and more purpose obsessed. So you see, there is a purpose obsessed masculine shell that will grow on the wounded feminine essence. So now she'll say, okay, I can take care of everything. I can go and get the grocery. I can take care of my home. I have to get a good job. She'll be very motivated, like I'm no less than a man. Yeah. So what happens is, on top of that, the wounded shell, she will be having a purpose. So this purpose is not really coming from the essence, it's coming from a wound. To shield the wound, the purpose comes. Now I have to really take care of myself, so I have a mission. So the mission is coming from the wound, right? And on top of that, the woman will start growing a body shape obsessed feminine shell. What is that? Now, because her essence is love, she is feminine. She's always looking for the polarity. She's looking for the masculine polarity. She's looking for a man who can love her. That is what she is always looking for. Never got. So now she's looking for a partner who can really love her. But now she observes that I am very masculine for that. How do I go about becoming a feminine? So she starts wearing lipstick and she will start wearing some jewelry to make her feel attractive so that the man can get attracted to her. So we have seen, those women, they are have a strong personality. They are very masculine, but then they are also putting lipstick and, trying to be feminine. So I'll come to the fourth point later. Let us switch to the masculine now. What happens in this masculine case? Same kind of case, but here the masculine is wounded because this small little boy was never allowed to take any decision. His strength was not appreciated, was not encouraged. His thoughts were not valued. So he has always learned to, become suppressed. His masculinity was not, has not flourished. So what he'll develop, he'll develop a feminine flow shell. What is that? He would be very soft spoken. He will always say, "Oh, I'm sorry." That kind of man, like without a backbone, without like a strong presence. So he'll grow to be like that kind of man. Now, though he's like a very timid kind of man and saying sorry, and he doesn't have really, he can't take decisions in life, but in the heart, he has a masculine essence. He's looking for the opposite polarity. He's Because freedom is also about feeling empty. See, what happens is the feminine is about fullness, the masculine is about emptiness, and always, the fullness and the emptiness, they have a like a attraction with each other. They want to know each other. So the masculine wants a feminine. What will he do? He is very feminine, so he will try to dress like a male. He'll wear leather jacket, want to smoke a cigar, and maybe ride a horse, and he'll try to become masculine so that he develops a polarity where he can he attract a female. And now what happens? Can you imagine what happens? These two circles this masculine and this wounded masculine and wounded feminine, they are going to get attracted to each other, right? That what happens. They meet each other because both of them carries this wound, right? Eckhart Tolle says that pain attracts pain. We are partners to pain. So what happens is now they have a chemistry. Wow, now they have a like something goes on with them, and the man says, I like chocolate ice cream. The woman say, yeah, yeah, even I like chocolate ice cream, and I like thrill movies. So yes, I love thriller movies, and they find so many common things, and they go around. Can you imagine what happens next? Yeah, can you imagine what happens next? I think everybody has guessed what has happened next. I'm sure everybody, knows the next scene after this honeymoon phase is over. The honeymoon phase gets over very soon, right? Fights, yes, exactly. Trishna is saying fights. So they fight, they because the feminine is really looking for that masculine presence. She's looking for safety. She's looking for protection. Though she doesn't say it, but she would love the man to open the door for her. Though she will say, no, no, I can open my door myself, but she, in the heart, she's looking for a man who respects and opens the door for her, takes the chair and, make her sit and all that love and protection. But this male he's already wounded. He has never learned that. He's not a confident man. He, somewhere deep down, he feels, I'm not very worthy enough. I'm not a masculine enough. So now this man, woman, and actually this masculine is looking for some maybe mother figure who can console him, love him like a baby. He wants to be like a baby. Yeah. Have you seen this relationship where the man or the woman become like a child to the other partner? And the woman is babying the husband, or the husband is babying the woman. Yeah, all kind of those kind of relation. Yeah. So this relationship doesn't, they are not getting satisfied. They are not really satisfying their essence. Yeah. Okay, somebody is very courageous to say it's me. Wonderful, great. Yeah, I like people who are bold and they can acknowledge their thing. This is a great thing. At least acknowledge where we are. And what happens is now the woman starts getting more wounded. What will she say? Wounded masculine, she'll say, all men are like that. From the beginning only, I know all men are like that. Stupid. I don't need any man in my life. I am a man enough. I'll have my good life. I don't need any man. So she'll be more masculine now. And all those, I don't want to take names here, or, I'm not trying to put labels, but feminists, they are called feminists. We are females and we can do everything. We don't need men in the society. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but some people are like that, yeah. And the man goes into a shell that is called wounded feminine shell. He'll be more wounded. Like he'll say, "I'm not good enough. I could not satisfy a woman. No woman can be satisfied by me." He'll be more going into his feminine shell, right? So this is one of the dynamics that is quite common that happens in polarity, when we are not aware of our wounds, right? And of course there is a journey to look at the wounds. So this session is not just to make aware of what's happening, but also to make ourselves aware of where our wounds are, right? And what is the shell that is I am wearing, and where is this shell helping me? See, if I have a feminine essence, or I am a male, I have a masculine essence, freedoms comes naturally to me. Love comes naturally if I have a feminine essence. But in the fight, that no, I have to become like a masculine, the woman is losing a lot of energy. The masculine is feels so weak because he's not able to come up to his essence. He's not able to become that masculine, right? So this is, I thought, I will be sharing today in the session. And now if you have questions, you can ask me, and I'll see if I can answer your questions.
Hi, Naina here.
Yes, Naina.
Actually, you have rightly mentioned my story. So now the question is how to get out of that wound actually.
Yes.
So I know from the very long time that I am and I am more in my like I'm a doer. Keep on
Yeah.
doing. And even I know to an extent I'm a giver and I have a block with my receiving part as well. So
Yeah.
how to work on
You
that?
can't receive. You have blocks when it comes to receiving, right? You can't really embrace. Just this awareness is so important, Naina. Like, now you are more aware of it, and be open to receive it. First start receiving from your own self. Start complimenting yourself. Start giving. Start nurturing yourself. Yeah. Taking care of the body, for example, taking care of the mind. I won't have negative thoughts. I will respect myself. I won't have negative emotions. And if somebody offers me something, first I'll say no. My tendency is to say no. But okay, I'm aware. I say yes. Yes. Give it. I'm ready to receive. Start with small things. When we have this awareness, we start with small things and nurture the feminine in you, however it wants. However it wants. It wants to dance. It wants to cook. It wants to sing. What is your feminine expression? What is it looking for? How can you have a more fragrance of your feminine? And you have already developed your masculine, so that's actually a good part. You can exercise it whenever it is required, but we don't have to burden ourselves of taking that all the time. You can live your natural essence. If you resonate with the feminine essence, you can naturally live it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Thank you for the questions. And I have another question. How do we maintain the balance consistently, or does it keep fluctuating throughout life? Yeah, balance do fluctuate, right? We come into the polarity, we come into balance, and there is a fluctuation. So the best way to maintain balance, if I have to, because very short time, all I can say is meditation is the best way to balance this. If you are a regular meditator, already the masculine feminine balance happen very effortlessly, right? And another thing is you can do the alternate nostril breathing. It also balances the left and the right brain, right? So some of the practices, if we can do it regularly, it will create a beautiful balance. Yes, Trishna ji, thank you so much for this question. Yes. Anything else, Deepti ji? How was the session today?
No, I love this session. I could relate to someone in my family who's going through that, like the honeymoon phase and then fights on the verge of divorce
Okay.
and now trying to figure out. So, yeah,
Mm.
that was nice. So everybody who's here, Dityan, we were just discussing, would you like to be part of a WhatsApp group if we form, where we could keep you updated with the sessions in case you forget, and secondly, if you have any questions which if Aditya had time he could answer, or he could share a little bit tidbits over the things. He's also come up with a free course now, a small mini course on Teachable if you want to be part of it. So would you all want to be part of a WhatsApp group? There are 4 people here, a yes or no?
Yeah, it will be nice. It will be good if you can do that.
Okay, Padma said yes, Naina said yes, Trishna.
Maybe you can send the invitation link, na?
I'll do that. I'll create a group by tomorrow and I'll send you all. I have all of your numbers.
Because it would be good to have like a constant interaction, because the flow would be there, and maybe I can share few of something to trigger our curiosity. I can keep posting something so that we can be in communication, and that way the learning can go on better.
Yeah, so by tomorrow I'll create a group and I'll send a link.
That would
And
be
then
nice.
let's take it and let's see where the energy of the group goes. And then I'll invite others also who have shown an interest.
Yes.
And then let's see. The whole idea is for each of us to recognize our femininity and our masculinity. Like, thanks to Aditya, I'm wearing a lipstick today, because in his last session, it was like, okay, I need to acknowledge my feminine side also. So I was...
Amazing. Wow.
So that's me acknowledging my feminine side.
That's a great effort. Yes.
Because I saw in the spectrum, I'm like more towards, I mentioned 8. So yeah, I still have to come down a little for the balance.
I met a master. I was in the Osho commune in Pune. So I was in the commune for some time, and there's a beautiful master. He was around 70 years old, and with long hair. And on the right leg, on the right toe, he would wear a red nail polish. Right? And he would always go along. So one day I asked him, I said, "What? Why is this nail polish there?" He said, "No, this reminds me about my femininity.
Wow.
Whenever I see this, I remember my femininity. I am masculine. My expression is masculine, but to recall my femininity, I put that nail polish every day on the right foot." So that was so beautiful.
Yeah, maybe I'll start putting nail polish in the next session.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
But
Even for me, it was hard for me to accept my femininity. So, but I am trying to make conscious efforts so that I can accept my feminine, masculine both. And then whatever comes naturally outside, that's beautiful.
Because you rejected and then now you accept it again, right? So it's more difficult.
Actually, I shifted and then I accepted. I didn't accept before I shifted.
Right.
I don't know if you're looking at, I'm wearing earrings now. I have this thing, wearing, and I remind myself of it, because it's so gracious. Feminine is so gracious. It's so nourishing. And who wants to miss that? Who wants to miss the nourishment?
Yeah, I think somewhere in today's world, as feminines, we have also been trained, or the environment is such where we push ourselves to be more masculine. So it's interesting for me. These sessions have been interesting to realize that, okay, it's okay to acknowledge my femininity. It's okay to be not always fighting the world to prove myself.
Exactly. Yes.
Somewhere I think in girls it's like ingrained, because like since childhood you have been taught certain ways that by the time we reach a stage where we are independent, we try to fight that femininity. So
Deepti ji, I don't think I have shared the different stages of relationship. I have not gone there, right? So maybe next session.
Next time we can do that, yeah. Because I think last session what we did was, like you said, the 4 stages. So first session was recognizing your femininity and your masculinity. Second was the 4 stages. There's an I forget that word, androgynous, inner child,
child and higher self.
Higher self.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So 4 stages.
Spectrum. So yeah, next session we can do that about the relationships.
Yeah. So we can go more deeper as the session goes. We can have more discussion.
Sure. So then I'll also create the WhatsApp group by tomorrow. So where I'll also put up the video links of the last 2 sessions. So in case you want to share it with other people whom you think may be interested in this, you can do that. And I'll also share the link of a free course which Aditya has come up. So if anybody wants to do that, you all can do that. If you want to understand in more depth. Because I think I'm very fascinated with what Aditya does. Because even his one-to-one sessions, he basically works only with gender identification, sexual intimacy, how to harness your yin and yang, masculinity, femininity. So in case anybody is interested in one-to-one sessions, do let us know. Because I think that's a personal journey which he takes you through. So, but thank you so much, Aditya. because
Thank you.
your sessions are very different from what anybody else does. So, and thank you everybody for attending and for understanding what he's saying.
Yes, and thank you to Heal Clinic Deepti ji for taking this effort. I know it takes a lot of effort to come one day at a certain time and put everybody together. It's a lot of work, and
No,
thank you
I
for doing.
just hope that over the days we have more and more people, because this has, I know a lot of people are scared because a lot of people have messaged saying that this is not for us.
Yes,
But that's okay, because our thing is that even if we can have a few people understand what is happening here or what we are saying, I think it's a success.
yes, yes. Yeah.
So thank you to everybody for being here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Bye.